Hello and welcome back to Truthseekerstea. I'm thankful as always to have you here. If you are returning, welcome back. And if you are new, consider subscribing. I post 2 to 3 pick a card readings per week. So if you want to see any future videos, make sure you hit the subscribe button. But today we are doing a pick a card reading where we're going to be getting into your connection. We're going to be looking at your person's feelings versus your feelings in this connection. Going to kind of compare and contrast using tarot, oracle, and at the very end we'll get some advice for you about this connection. So we will be spending majority of the time going over your person's feelings for you, but I do like including your feelings just so you can feel sure that this is your reading and it is how you're feeling about your person. So I have 3 piles for you guys to choose from today. We have for pile 1 the Black Obsidian Crystal with the Everyday Witch Tarot deck. For pile 2 we have the Selenite Heart with the Queer Tarot deck. And for pile 3 we have the Blue Calcite Crystal with the Light Seers Tarot deck. So go ahead and take whatever time you need to figure out which pile is for you. I will be going into your feelings about the connection, so that should be able to be a pretty good energy check-in as to whether or not you picked the right pile. So I'll be starting with pile number 1. So if you picked pile number 2 or 3, you can go ahead and go to the description box and skip to your reading. And yeah, I will see you guys at your pile. Okay, pile 1, if you chose the Black Obsidian Crystal and the Everyday Tarot deck, then this is your reading. Welcome. I'm going to be putting this to the side for right now to save this deck to use it for your person's feelings for you. So I'm going to start off with an energy check-in about your feelings towards your person. Just to kind of figure out if this sounds like your connection, sounds like how you're feeling. All right, please have me into pile 1, those who chose the Black Obsidian Crystal. Let me get a sip of water. I don't know why the second I start recording I get so thirsty. All right. How is pile 1 currently feeling towards their person? Okay, the Queen of Pentacles coming out first. How's pile 1 currently? Okay, we also have the 8 of Cups here. Okay. So it feels like you're at a stage in your life where you're ready for a more serious relationship, and I feel like you're also ready to be like respected within a serious relationship. Like I feel like you've maybe in the past gone through connections or a series of connections, or maybe it's just this one connection where you kind of feel like you're ready for something serious and you're ready to find your King of Pentacles, basically someone who's going to match your energy, someone who's going to be consistent and stable. And with the 8 of Cups here, it's making me feel like you may be stepping in this time period where you know that that's what you want and you're not sure if this person is going to be able to give you what you want with that 8 of Cups there. What else? How else is pile 1 feeling? We have the King of Swords coming out semi in reverse. I'll show you the card. Okay, yeah, and so I feel like this person may not be giving you a lot emotionally right now. And it's like this person is coming through as very hard to read and hard to tell. It's almost like this person, you may feel like this person doesn't necessarily 100% see your value or make it obvious that they see your value, okay? And so this person is coming through as someone who isn't super good at sharing emotions and being vulnerable with their emotions. So let's get some more. How is this pile 1 feeling about their person? 9 of Swords here. Okay. The Knight of Cups. Yeah, and it's like there's this feeling here of maybe having strong feelings for this person, or feeling like you've already been involved with this person. For some of you guys, there's a feeling here of stress around not knowing what to do, or stress around this situation has caused you significant overthinking and anxiety. And I feel like because this person doesn't really open up too much, or doesn't open up romantically too often, it's someone who doesn't really like to risk their emotions. I feel like that's caused you anxiety about this, because I feel like you want to be treated in a certain way in this connection, but I feel like this person isn't coming through with this Knight of Cups energy. And so I feel like if anything, you're like, I want someone who's going to be very sweet with me and make it very clear that they like have feelings for me, and that they're very like, you want more like mushy feelings in a relationship, and you don't want someone to be so closed off to that. How else is pile 1 feeling towards their person? We have the Knight of Swords here. And then the 6 of Swords in reverse. Okay. Yeah, and there may be a part of you that's kind of coming to realize that this situation hasn't been the best, like, or you may feel like this is sort of chaotic even too. Like, I almost feel like with this King of Swords here, there's a feeling of your person holding back on emotions, but then sometimes I feel like they may give you an off and on energy, or there may just be this energy of them very much, it's like this person does take action towards you, and I feel like there's a stubborn energy coming through for them. And I feel like with this Knight of Swords, it's like, it's not that this person, I feel like they do speak with you and they do take action towards you. There's more of a feeling here that it's not the type of communication and affection that you're looking for in a relationship. But with this 6 of Swords here in reverse, there's a feeling that it's hard to get this relationship to a better place, or you feel like you've been struggling to get your person to really display their affection the way that you want them to in this connection. Yeah, and it's like, I feel like you're looking for this like Knight of Cups energy that's more soft and like romantic, and I feel like they're coming through with like a lot of mental energy and more masculine energy, and this energy of like kind of stubbornness, and maybe they even sometimes are in and out. There's an element of them, like the Knight of Swords is the fastest moving knight in the deck, and so there's a feeling of them being like, maybe one day they like say a bunch to you. I could even see this person like maybe speaking too quickly, or feeling like very intellectually stubborn or very intellectually right. And so it's like, I could almost see you guys like butting heads in a way, because this person is so like stubborn in their ways, how it feels. And it's hard to get them to open up to like that soft underbelly, it's like they kind of hide that part of themselves. And it's like, at this point, you just don't even know if like you're going to be able to get the emotional fulfillment that you want from this connection. But I can see that it's not easy for you to walk away from this person either. And you may even feel like you open up to them very romantically, and then they kind of come towards you with this Knight of Swords energy, and it's like, no, like I want you to reciprocate these emotions that I show to you, like you may be someone who tries to like connect emotionally, or your love languages could be different even here. It's almost like there's a feeling of your love languages not aligning. Yeah, and so I'm just getting that you overall just feel like there could be an incompatibility right now with this person. And with this Knight of Swords, though, I can tell that like is stressing you out to consider walking away, but it's also stressing you out to stay. So you feel kind of stuck here because, you do feel like you've invested in this person already, but you're just kind of feeling like you want like 2 cups, not a cup to a sword, and it kind of just feels like this person brings in too much intellectual energy when you're looking for more emotional energy from this person. Yeah, okay, so if that does sound like your feelings, then I am now going to go into your person's feelings towards you. I'm just trying to think if I want to keep all of these cards out. I don't think I'm going to. I think I've got the picture. All right, so I'm just going to put this to the top over here, and now let's get into your person's feelings for you. Pile 1's person. Please have me into Pile 1's person. All right, what's going on with Pile 1's person? What are their feelings towards Pile 1? Pile 1's feelings. We have the Four of Cups here in reverse. Yeah, and like literally look at like exactly what we were just talking about, and like look at this illustration of this girl like looking at this man like, hi, here's my cup, like, how are you doing, like, what's up with you? There's just this energy of them being so like in their own mind, and just like they're even holding their head, and it's like there's like this frustrated energy. It's like they seem like they're frustrated, and I feel like you just want to see the softer side of this person, if anything. Right. We have the moon here in reverse. What are Pile 1's person's feelings? Three of Swords here in reverse. Yeah, I can tell this person has a lot of insecurities and wounds that definitely impact their orientation like towards connections. Because we have the Three of Swords here, and it's like, and I'm almost seeing with this journal here too, it's like there's a feeling of this person holding on to a lot of fears and emotional baggage, and almost like they're carrying that with them, you know? It's like they still have a lot that they haven't necessarily released here. In regards to their heart chakra is what I'm getting. Let's get some more. What are their current feelings here? We have Judgment here in reverse. Yeah, it's like they're avoiding accountability here. When Judgment comes out in reverse for me, there's just this feeling of them kind of refusing to like snap out of this apathetic mode that they're in right now. It's like there's this feeling of you looking at them like, hi, like, can we have a conversation? Like, can you open up with me? Let's talk about what's wrong. Like, what's wrong? You know what I mean? Or like, can we please at least have some intimacy or connect? And it's almost like there's this avoidance of really analyzing themselves and looking at what's impacting them on a deeper level and how this may impact their behavior. It's almost like there's this blindness or lack of self-awareness that they experience on a day-to-day. And it's almost like they're suppressing fears that they have, and this comes off to you as them somewhat rejecting you or rejecting intimacy. And it's almost like there's this energy of them refusing to really even acknowledge that they're doing this too. So I can see that would be frustrating. We have King of Cups here. But what I'm getting is interesting is that like underneath this sort of external like King of Swords and reverse energy, like this person is someone who has very deep emotions and deep emotional depth to them. But I almost feel like with this King of Cups here, it's like this person actually does have really strong feelings for you. And it's like almost like subconsciously they know that they're not necessarily being fair to you in the connection right now, but there's also a feeling of them being, because they are so emotionally like deep in a way, it's like they're very sensitive at the same time. And so I almost feel like it's not that they don't have these deeper emotions, they do. It's more that they are vulnerable because of that. And I feel like they almost try to hide their vulnerability because maybe there's this fear of getting hurt here in this relationship, but it's also this feeling of like, there's this element of them feeling like they are damaged, or they have like wounds around feeling like maybe no one would understand them. There's this feeling of them thinking that they're different from other people, or thinking that they're like misunderstood, or feeling like even if they did open up, like you wouldn't even understand the depth of like the where their mind and emotions can go. You know, there's almost a feeling here of them thinking that, you know, you're better off not getting involved with this or something, or you're better off with me keeping this like cookie jar closed. Like I don't even want to open this can of worms because you may not even understand like who I am underneath this. And so it's almost like this person just has these walls up here. How else is, we have justice here. 9 of Swords at the back of the deck. Interesting. So for some of you guys, this could be someone, I just want to throw out some scenarios that are possible. Like I feel like this is someone that you may have been on and off with, someone who you may be on like an off time period with, and like you're wondering if like it's ever going to kind of reach this place where like the on and off cycles end, is what I'm getting. And I'm also getting with this like justice and this like 3 of Swords here, like I do feel like there's an element of this person having caused you pain, and there being a need for a conversation, or at least like a conclusion to be made here, okay? Like I feel like you want to know if this person is open to maybe reconciliation or having a deep, okay, I'm getting a couple of situations, so I just want to lay them out clearly. So for some of you guys, this is someone that you have a history with, and someone that either is an ex, someone you've been on and off with, and you're currently in an off time period with them, and you're wanting to know, like, is there a chance of things becoming stable? And for the ex, it's like, are we going to be able to make this work again? So I feel like for all of you guys, it's like there's been at least some sort of a history, but I also feel like there's another subset of you guys that this could be someone new that you're talking to, that you're having a hard time like breaking through their walls, and they just have all these walls up, okay? And so I feel like regardless of what situation, this person does have walls up, but I do feel like it could be one of those 3 situations. But either way, the energy feels the same. Right now, the way that they feel is like they're closed off to going in deep, talking about their feelings in this connection and talking about their fears. There's this energy of them avoiding or being very afraid of truly facing this like connection and opening up deeply about their emotions and being honest about them too, and kind of having this moment where they really reflect and give you an answer to what you're wondering. You know, it's almost like there's this feeling of the wounds wanting to come out from this connection, or like the pain wanting to find resolution, and this person knowing that there's a need for action here. But with the 9 of Swords back of the deck, it's also like there's just this feeling of so much anxiety and avoidance and fear of really facing their emotions. And beyond that, just within themselves, they also are afraid of talking with you about the emotions. But they know that it's not fair for them to, they know there's a need for justice and a need for a decision in this connection. Like, are we going to be able to take this further? Are we going to be able to create more emotional intimacy? Are we going to be able to let go? Either for this person, are they going to be able to let go of their fears of relationships and maybe some hurt that they've experienced and some fear that blocks them from letting someone in their life? Or if you have already had a history with this person, are we going to be able to let go of the past, you know? And are we going to be able to face the issues that we've had and the things that have kept this relationship in this non-harmonious state? There's a need for harmony. there's a need for conclusion, and there's a need for getting on the same page. And there's also an avoidance and a fear coming from this person to really step up and own their emotions for this, okay? So let's see what else. But they do seem to have these deeper emotions, okay? And like they almost just feel like with this Three of Swords here, they know that they've caused you pain at this point by not opening up to you about their emotions, but they're also internally trying to ignore that truth. Like a part of them knows, but they try to not think of that. You know, they try to avoid it, if that makes sense. So let's get some more oracle cards, or just some oracle cards. And I feel like underneath the pain, again, there's this theme coming through that underneath, like the pain and fear that this person experiences regarding love and relationships, there is this very deep, sweet person that does have deep emotions, even for you. But there may be some fear that's either holding them back. Yeah. But there is this level of avoidance that they're experiencing, or this lack of like clarity and sort of feeling like they want to avoid this, you know. How else is pile one's person feeling? It's pile one. We have repopulation. That's on the side. I'm going to zoom in a tiny bit. I feel like it's a little bit hard to see the cards. All right, yeah. So I do feel like this person is potentially going through some sort of revamp in their heart chakra. Like it's like this person is needing to, they're basically going through this time period where they're reimagining the way that they think about love and people in their life. Like I am getting that in the past, either within this connection, you guys may have struggled with triggers and things that kind of push you guys apart, or this person maybe dealt with someone in their past where that was something that happened. And it's like this person, what's coming through this repopulation is that they do want to bring justice to this connection. They do want to release these fears so they can build something stronger in this connection. That is coming through. So they do recognize that they have shadows or fears that they need to let go of in order to let this connection bloom, or even let their love life bloom. But they have so many fears and self-limiting thoughts that came from this like empty apple core, that came from these paradigms that no longer are what this person's involved in, is what I'm getting. But it's also like there's a need for them to let go of the past and let go of their fears that that are outdated or more connected to different situations that don't apply. And then at the back of the deck, we have a rainbow bridge here in reverse. And it's like, I feel like you're here trying to build this bridge between this connection. And it's like, there is this opportunity in this connection to bring it to a higher place of intimacy and connection. And there's all this potential that they feel, but the fact that it's in reverse, yeah, we have protect your heart underneath that. It's like this person is hesitant to build that bridge with you where there's communication and trust and a vulnerability. It's like this person is avoiding that, but while also knowing that deep down they have things that they need to release, you know, and that there is opportunity. They do look at you and see that there is opportunity for a happier result than what's happened in the past in their love life, but they are struggling to kind of trust in this bridge and build that bridge with you and open up, you know, because I feel like they're coming through as not very open when we're thinking about their energy in your eyes. All right, so what else is going on? Oops, that was too many. I dropped half the deck. Okay. For pile one's person, what are their feelings like right now towards pile one? What are their feelings like for Talon? Or yeah, we have forgive. Yeah, there's something from their past that they need to forgive and let go of, okay? Because it's almost like this person isn't letting happiness and excitement and newness with this fire at the back of the deck into their life. Like that's what's can come in once this person is able to let go of the past, you know, and understand that either if they were hurt by someone in their past, that if they don't forgive that, they're going to be reliving it and they're not able to, it's like this person's projecting onto you the hurt that they've experienced from another person. Or if this is someone where you guys had issues in the past, it's like this person either needs to decide that they're going to forgive you because there is still potential here. Either way, they need to make a judgment call. Either way, they need to decide what they want and come to that decision. But there is a reluctancy to do that and to grow in that direction, okay? But I do feel like this person over time will. It's kind of coming through that way. It's more that, you know, maybe, yeah, and it's almost just like the pace at which they're going to do that, I feel like is what influences the future of the connection, because it's like, I feel like for you, you can't wait forever for this person to, you know, make that connection with you and be brave enough to face their shadows and release them so they can step into newness within love in their life and potentially with you. So, yeah. All right, I'm just trying to think what other deck do I want to get. All right. Okay, how else is Pile 1's person feeling towards Pile 1? What are their feelings, their honest feelings? All right, we have here and now. Yeah, and so again, it's just coming through that, like, there's just like this whole timeline kind of going down in this connection where it's like, they need to forgive the past, okay? Because we have the past and the future here. And it's like, there's a need for this person to recognize that there's no time like the now to kind of reflect, you know? And then with this judgment here in reverse, it's almost like this person, because they have wounds from their past, they're almost not growing in their future is what I'm getting. And so it's not that this person is like sitting here just like thinking about what went wrong in the past. It's more like because of wounds in the past, they haven't been able to be honest with themselves and they're avoiding thinking about their past and thinking about the pain. They're avoiding it. And so because of that, they're not able to process it and forgive it and kind of move into a better place, okay? And so I feel like there's a strong need for them to understand that like healing happens in the present moment and they can't keep procrastinating or putting this off due to fear, you know, of facing it. And that's kind of how it feels. It's like there's just a feeling of them needing to understand that if they want their future to be different than the past, there's a need to, in the present moment, change it, you know? And it's almost like there's this energy of them maybe putting it off or refusing opportunities to look at these wounds. And I almost feel like maybe sometimes you trigger these wounds for them. And that may be sometimes why they shut down towards you, you know? Because I feel like, honestly, if this person was able to forgive and process their past, I feel like there would be a lot of potential in this connection to be really something special and something that could really grow. But it's almost like what's preventing this connection is this person's need to release their fears and wounds around love and opening their heart. And almost like with this justice here, it's almost like they may be afraid, you know, of being wronged in love or being hurt, you know, but it's like they need to, this person underneath this is someone who's just really deep, you know, someone who has a lot of love to give and feels very deeply. And that may be why they're having such a hard time kind of digging up the past, but there's honestly this energy of them like having that potential within them, okay? Yeah, that's what I'm getting for their feelings for you. Now, I do want to go into some advice about this connection from Spirit to you. There's so much potential here, you know, but it's almost just like whether or not they're willing to open up to that potential. All right, what advice do we have for pile 1 in regards to this connection? What do they need to hear about this connection? What do they need to know that perhaps they're not seeing right now? What message do you most want to give to pile 1 about this connection? We have the World. I'm hearing grand finale. 6 of Wands. Queen of Cups. Beautiful energy coming through. What do they need to know? 2 of Pentacles in reverse. And we have the Ace of Cups in reverse at the back of the deck. Knight of Cups underneath that. Okay, so the first thing that's coming through is like, I feel like Spirit wants you to know that closure for this connection is coming, okay? I feel like at the very least, Spirit is telling you that they know with the 2 Pentacles here in reverse that this connection may have caused some like disruption in your life, or it may have at some point kind of destabilized you or caused sort of an emotional imbalance within you. And I almost feel like with this Queen of Cups here, you're coming through as someone who's extremely empathetic, extremely in touch with their emotions. But I feel like with the 6 of Wands here, I feel like what they're saying is, I think you will have victory in this connection. But I almost feel like Spirit's saying to continue to have an open heart here. And I do see this having a happy ending, but I almost feel like Spirit's saying in the meantime, make sure that you're tending to other parts of your life and bringing balance in and not hyper-focusing on this connection. Yeah, and that's what I'm getting. That's kind of an interesting energy to come through. I'm definitely not getting this energy of like, save your time and, you know, walk away from this connection. But let's see what else comes through. I can tell that sometimes this feels like emotionally overwhelming for you, this connection. And sometimes it's like you feel like your efforts or your emotions like aren't answered or aren't acknowledged. And that's like a really tough feeling. And it can kind of cause feelings of like hyper-focusing on it or even, yeah. But let's get some more advice. What advice do you have for pile 1 in regards to this connection? We have be playful. I feel like they're asking you to not harden yourself from this connection, or to almost in a way they're saying don't take it so seriously. That's obviously a really annoying like thing to say. So like I'm not necessarily getting that. It's more like don't worry. I'm just hearing don't worry. Don't stress too much. Don't let this kind of rain on your parade. Like good things are coming for you. Like in general, I do feel like in regards to this connection, but I also don't want to give people false hope. So, I mean, if this did really resonate with you, then I trust you guys to know that. It says trust in the magic. Yeah, they're asking for you to trust here and not worry your brain. It's like they're seeing you as someone who's so like sweet and just like, they're not wanting you to feel like this has to weigh you down or destabilize you. I feel like they're saying trust in the process. And I do feel like this connection does come into fruition here. But I'm going to get some, oh, almost just fell out of my chair. I just want to get some additional love advice cards. They're saying you don't need to worry. Like they're saying it does end up in a way that isn't super painful or that ends up in a way that's like redeeming is what I'm getting. Is like I feel like there's a part of you that kind of like he's getting frustrated or wants to give up on this, but I just feel like Spirit's saying, like, no, keep doing what you're doing. You end up getting the recognition that you want from this situation, and the victory, really, even. It says, life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow and you'll be surprised where it leads. Yeah, I am really getting that as well. So you may be like stressed out about like, what do I do in this situation? But I almost feel like Spirit is saying like, I know things have been up and down, and like with this like Two of Pentacles being reversed, you may just kind of feel like sometimes your life is like flipped upside down or imbalanced from this. But go with the flow, trust, be playful. Like that's the message coming through, is like there's a need, or not a need, but there's a element of Spirit giving you this like wink that like it's gonna turn out better than you think. And don't get too stressed about it in the meantime. You may be someone who overthinks a lot. But when it comes to matters of the heart, there's no right or wrong choice. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. And there's almost this element of like Spirit saying like, don't let yourself take this too seriously. Like I know that sounds so annoying, but they are really saying that. And they don't want you to overthink every possibility and feel like you're making wrong moves. Like I feel like everything is working out the way it's supposed to right now, and there's no energy coming through like I feel like I need to warn you about something, or like you're being misled, or you're going down the wrong path. Like no, like everything is as it should be, and you can sometimes be your own worst enemy, and there's a need to not overthink this and just like trust in your intuition. Trust that you have good things coming for you, and a good conclusion that you're going to be satisfied with is coming. So they're hoping that you can give yourself a break and not worry yourself too much about the situation. If you're able to do that, I feel like one of the worst things to say is like, don't take it seriously to someone. Like, I know that isn't necessarily like easy to do, but I do feel like the reason why Spirit is saying that is because there is something redeeming coming in where you may feel like you worried for nothing, or like there isn't a real reason to overthink this or feel defeated. Like you are going to have success at the end of this, okay? And I feel like as long as you're keeping an open heart and you don't let yourself kind of harden or get too overwhelmed, I feel like things will be good. Things will go the way that you want them to go in this situation with this connection. And even if it is like, for some of you, like just wanting a conclusion or wanting a like closure from this person, it's like whatever you came into this reading like truly wanting, you get in the end, is how I feel. So for some of you, I'm not necessarily thinking that it's like you want this person. It could just be you want some sort of conclusion from them. Either way, you end up feeling like you are the one that came out on top in this situation. So whether that or not that means you're with your person, I feel like it's going to be different for different people. But whatever would make you feel the most satisfied in the situation is what happens. If that means it's you moving on to another connection and this person coming through with an apology after you do that, that's what's going to happen. If it means for you, this person coming around once they're ready to talk to you about how they feel and open up and be open to a new chapter, that's what happens. There's just a feeling here of whatever would bring you the most closure and happiness is what ends up happening in the situation. So to kind of just relax for now, not overthink it, and just kind of focus on your life as best you can. So if this resonated with you, make sure you hit the like button. It really supports my channel, and I do appreciate you guys that do that. If you want to comment, I do love to read your guys' comments. And if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. I'll be posting 2 to 3 card readings. I'm trying to at least every week. So have a great rest of your day. Hello, pile 2. If you chose the Selenite Heart and the Queer Tarot deck, and then this is going to be your reading. I'm actually going to put this entire deck to the side right now because I do want to use a different deck for your feelings in this connection. So I'm going to start off with some tarot. We're going to pull oracle cards, and then at the end we will be getting advice from Spirit. I'm going to be asking what you need to know about this connection and whatever honestly is the most useful for you to hear about the connection is what I will be asking for. So let's just get straight into it. This is going to work as an energy check-in for you to see how you are currently feeling about your person. So I feel like it should be easy, or, it'll be easy to know whether or not this is resonating as to how you're feeling towards your person right now. So for pile 2, for those that chose this selenite heart, I'm going to put it in view. How are they currently feeling towards their person? What are their current feelings? All right. Pile 2's feelings towards their person. Pile 2. Read the 10 of Cups coming out first. Pile 2's feelings. Read the Tower in reverse. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Why is the 10 of Cups here? You know what I'm hearing? The Benny song, Wishful Thinking. Wanting you now, daydreaming. Wanting you now, but that's wishful thinking. Da-da-da-da. All right, I can tell you have like strong feelings for this person. That's the first thing coming through. But what else for pile 2? How's pile 2 feeling? 7 of Pentacles here in reverse. I'm hearing that things have not progressed in the way you wanted them to, despite how much you feel for this person. 5 of Cups, okay, in reverse. So, yeah, I feel like this is someone that I'm even hearing a word obsessed with a little bit. Like, I feel like you very much like saw this person with like heart emoji eyes. Like, I feel like the way you felt about this person, especially in the past or when you first like met them, was like this feeling of like instant connection with them with this 2 of Cups. Like feeling like this is your person, or feeling like you could see like such a relationship with them. Like you felt like you could build a life with this person. Like it wasn't even just like, oh, I kind of have a crush on them. It was like I could see, you may even imagined like having kids with this person, but I am getting that it was very much in this like fantasy way that you were thinking about it. But what I'm getting here, the Tower in reverse, like you may have built up this relationship in your mind and gotten your hopes up a lot with this person is kind of what I'm getting. And I feel like with the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, it's almost like now that you're maybe seeing that maybe things aren't going to plan, or they didn't end up the way that you were kind of hoping that they would be. I feel like you're here with this 7 of Pentacles in reverse, like I put so much energy into you, or I was willing to put in so much energy to you, and I just feel like it's kind of wasted. Like I really don't want that to be the case. Is like from your perspective, it's like there's this energy of like, I really hope that this isn't like the way things really end. Like I really had high hopes for this connection, and I would have put a lot into it, and I feel like I already have. And like I honestly just feel like extremely disappointed and like thinking about what could have been with this connection. I feel like you still think so much about like what could have been in this connection, and there's a very like dreamy, like childlike feeling about the way you feel about them, or this feeling of like you've let your imagination really like run wild with what you wanted for this connection. And so I almost feel like maybe you found out that like reality wasn't necessarily matching up 100% to what you were feeling was possible. And maybe a part of you like didn't necessarily know if it was possible, but it's not in a way that it was like delusional. It was more like you knew that you were thinking about it kind of in a fantasy like way. But I feel like it still hurt you when you realized that maybe it wasn't going to end up that way, because you had high hopes is what I'm getting. Like you're very much a dreamer in this situation. And with this 5 of Cups here at the back of the deck, there's just this feeling of being sad about what didn't work out here, you know? And I feel like with this Death in reverse, there may be a part of you that really doesn't want to let go of this person, this idea that you had with them, and a part of you that just still wants to invest more in this person, but also this feeling that it hasn't gotten you to where you wanted it to within this relationship, but you still have such strong feelings for this person, and it's really hard for you to let go of them, and it's really hard to move on, is what I'm getting from this person. And I feel like you may just want more information about what they actually felt for you, because you felt really strong. And I feel like with this Tower in reverse here, there just may have been a moment where you realized that the way that you were seeing things maybe wasn't actually the way that they were, and I feel like that really hurt, but there's a part of you that still kind of finds yourself dripping back into this, like, well, what if with this person, is it really over? Like, is it still possible kind of? I feel like that's what I'm picking up from your energy. So if that resonates, then I'm excited to get into their feelings for you. All right. And I feel like you've like hung on to a lot of like words from this person, or I feel like you've very much like analyzed this person, and like I feel like you've like hold on to everything that this person says to you, So how is Pile 2's person feeling towards Pile 2? How's Pile 2's person feeling towards Pile 2? We have the Page of Swords here in reverse. How's Pile 2's person feeling? We have the Moon. Two of Pentacles in reverse. I saw that as I was shuffling. Ace of Wands in reverse. Why is the Moon here? Judgment in reverse. That also came out in Pile 1. That's too many. Spirit, let's get one more card for the spread. How's Pile 2's person currently feeling towards Pile 2? We have Death as well. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay. That here for now. Okay. Okay, the first thing that's coming through is like, I feel like this person has a lot on their plate right now. And I think that's impacting the way that they interact with you or feel about you. And the way that they have probably interacted with you in the past, I feel like has to do with them being overwhelmed with their priorities. Like they may be someone who's very busy or has a lot just like that they deal with, And so I almost just feel like with this Page of Swords here in reverse, there's almost this feeling of them avoiding really looking into their feeling to this connection, or they almost avoid focusing on it, okay? They do feel like there has been confusion in this connection, and I feel like even their feelings for you are confusing to them. I feel like they think that there's been illusion in this connection, that there has been potentially misunderstandings throughout this connection as well. Yeah, and so I almost feel like with this Page of Swords here, in reverse, it's almost like there's this feeling of them being maybe closed off to getting to the bottom of this connection or learning more about it. They may be closed off to things like communicating, having a conversation about like their feelings for you. It's almost like they feel like they're closed off to learning more about the connection, because I feel like it's something that they're almost leaving in the dark, or it's something that they're leaving kind of in their subconscious. It's like they're trying to kind of bury it down or leave it in this place where it's like unresolved, but it's almost like they're hesitant to dig this up and kind of really like pick it apart and understand it. It's almost like there's this energy of avoidance, but also this energy of overwhelm due to other things going on in their life, and this feeling of maybe the situation got out of hand, or this feeling of, I feel like they may feel like they didn't really, they may have not been super honest with their intentions with you, or they may have not been super honest to themselves about what they really wanted from this connection, is also what I'm getting. With the Ace of Wands here in reverse, it's almost like they do feel this sense of like excitement and passion with you, but it's like right now they're like not open to exploring it. It's almost like they're trying, like what I'm seeing is someone like putting out like a cigarette, you know, it's like, it's almost like it could keep burning and it could keep escalating the situation, but it's almost like they're trying to not escalate the situation or not, yeah, it's almost like this energy of them not wanting to explore it right now. And it's like they're putting it on pause, I feel like, okay? And I feel like with this Wheel of Fortune in reverse here, it's almost like they may be avoiding, this person may feel like there's this element of them feeling like maybe they weren't super fair to you. And there's almost like a guilt about that, but also avoidance of responsibility for it. And almost this blaming it on the fact that things were not super clear between you guys as to why they didn't ever really come through with their honest personal truth towards you. You know, it's almost like this person doesn't give you the information you need, and it's almost like they know that they do that, and then they kind of blame it on the fact that there weren't clear guidelines set for this connection, or there was a confusing element about this connection. There was something that was wishy-washy about it. And so I almost feel like they're using that as a way to avoid like accountability for it, you know? And so it's almost like they feel like things got out of hand in some way. They feel like things, you know, it's almost like they feel like things maybe changed for the worse. And now it's kind of like they're not here to like resolve anything, you know? It's like with this Wheel of Fortune here in reverse, it's almost like they're trying to skip out on this resolving this relationship or learning a lesson from it. It's almost like they're not learning the lesson that they're supposed to learn from this connection. And I almost feel like with this death here, it's like they're trying to lay this relationship down before they've really taken accountability for it, or before they've given you clarity about it too. You know, it's almost like they're willing to leave it where it is, you know, out of fear and out of imbalance that's going on in their life though. Why is the Page of Swords here in reverse? We have the Five of Swords here. Yeah, there's kind of a defensive energy coming through where it's almost like there's this energy, it's very like unfair, I honestly want to say. Like, I feel like the way that this person has like kind of been selfish in this connection a little bit. It's almost like there's this energy of them, when it came down to it, they kind of just did what was best for them, ignoring the way that would have made you feel. And it's like now they're closed off to this relationship and opening and communicating in it. It's like they're kind of like calling it quits here, you know, like quitting a game of Monopoly because, you know, they're losing or something. You know, it's kind of just like this feeling of, you know, can we just scratch this? Like, you know, like this, you know, but there's responsibility I feel like they need to take here is really what I'm getting to. Yeah, we have Justice at the back of the deck too. Why is the Ace of Wands here in reverse? And I feel like this person is attracted to you and was aware that there was like a romantic spark between you guys, or like a physical spark at least. Yeah, we have Page of Wands here in reverse. Yeah, it's like they knew that there was this potential between you guys. But it's like right now there's this feeling of them taking that back or refusing to kind of act on that. It's like they're blocking a new start here. They're blocking communication, number one. I feel like this person may be in no contact with you. But it's almost like they're not giving you the clarity that you need. And there's also this energy of them kind of doing what's best for them instead of what's best for both of you guys, or kind of thinking of you too. You know, it's kind of like this person's just kind of saving themselves in this situation. It's kind of how I feel. Interesting connection here. So, yeah. Why are they being like this, Spirit? Why are they being like this? We have Page of Pentacles here in reverse. Okay, maybe this person felt like they were going to keep this connection sort of as a fantasy only, or they maybe never planned to really take action towards you, or they've never really planned to ground the connection with you is what I'm getting. And there's almost this feeling of them trying to like get the point across now that like they're not trying to like play a game or something. It's like kind of like this person comes through a little bit like harsh in a way, or it's like this person is like not trying to like not mess around. You know what I mean? It's almost like this energy of like you having very genuine and pure intentions towards them, but then perceiving it as like something that's like a danger to them or something that they need to like protect themselves from. And it's kind of like, I feel like they could just engage in clear communication with you and that would be helpful, but it's almost like they're shutting down the connection before, you know, and it's just causing more confusion. Why is the moon here? We have the 10 of Pentacles here in reverse. Yeah, and I feel like what's annoying about this situation is that I almost feel like this person entertained you or led you on. Like that's kind of what I'm getting. I feel like this person did that and then they kind of didn't take accountability for the fact that they did that. And it's like, and they may have actually believed at one point that, you know, they maybe would follow through with like kind of what they were starting with you, or like I just feel like this person did lead you on some level, or like did give you reason for hope. But I almost feel like now they're like, that's not practical, like that's not going to happen, you know. But with the 10 of Pentacles here in reverse, it's like, in the moon, it's like I can tell that what was confusing is that there almost was potential for that at one point, and then they kind of decided either that things got too complicated or that, you know, they couldn't manage their life anymore, so they kind of just were like, nope, that's not going to happen, you know. Why is Judgment here in reverse? Yeah, we have the 6 of Pentacles. It's like they owe you an explanation. They owe you, this hasn't been a balanced connection and it hasn't been fair is kind of what's coming through here. It's like there's just this feeling of like them accumulating negative karma for the way that they treated you in this connection even. So I feel like this person is avoiding their negative karma or avoiding like making things right with you, but it's very like selfish. And it's like now that this person, you know, this person's coming through this energy of like being someone who isn't taking accountability for the fact that they maybe just like took from you, or like maybe they liked your attention. But there's just this feeling of them taking handouts for free from you. And when it came time like to give anything back to you, it's almost like this person like refused to even give you an explanation, you know? And I feel like they're like accumulating literal negative karma for this like relationship. Why is the 2 of Pentacles here in reverse? Yeah, the 4 of Swords. Okay. So this person definitely is overwhelmed and it's almost like they're just trying to quit and save themselves. It's almost like they don't want to deal with conflict. You know what I mean? It's almost like they're trying to block any potential for having to deal with this, you know, and just kind of move on. But it's like, nope, Spirit's like, no, like this is negative karma for you. Like this is something that you're going to have to deal with one way or another, you know. Why is Death here? Okay, that was pure much. But we do have the 2 of Wands here in reverse and the 8 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, and it's almost just like now there's again this energy of them taking the easy way out. And it's almost like this person's thinking that just by leaving the connection, this person is currently thinking that if they can just kind of take the easy way out and drop this connection, that they're going to find their happiness somewhere else. And it's like Spirit's like, no, like you're about to go through some negative karma. So like, don't think that just walking away from this connection is the right thing to do here. There's really a necessity for this person to right their wrongs, or else the universe will do it for them. And I almost just feel like you had such pure intention with this person that the fact that they even like tried to take advantage of you or kind of like use you only for their own like purposes and then not even, you know, think about it twice, like they're going to be paying for that one way or another is what Spirit's saying with this connection. Yeah, this person is not my favorite. I'm just going to say, try to keep personal opinions out of it, but this person is someone that thinks they can get away with kind of only thinking about themselves, you know? All right, what else is going on with Pile 2's person? We have ripe fruits and then make it look like the Knight coming out in the reverse position. Yeah, and it's almost like there's this feeling of them, here's what I'm getting. I feel like this person thought you were very attractive. I want to give you like validation because you deserve it. Like, I feel like there's this element of this person kind of seeing you like arm candy, or someone that like they felt like it was an ego boost for them. Okay. And so with this ripe fruits here, it's like they saw you as an opportunity, and they were very much willing to entertain you when that's what it mainly was. But I feel like once you may have like asserted like something about like the darker side of this connection, it's like they refuse to basically what I'm trying to put this in the right words. There's almost this energy of, as long as you were giving them exactly what they wanted on their terms, it's great. But then as soon as like you have a need or something goes wrong, or like there's an issue, it's like they're refusing to even take any accountability for anything that's gone wrong. And it's almost like they just want to drop this connection as soon as something goes wrong. And it's like a very like selfish like way that they're going about connections. And it's like this person saw you as this like opportunity, whatever, maybe gratify their ego. They just felt like you were right there. It was like this like a ripe fruit. It was like you were just standing there like as a ripe fruit right in front of them, ready to be picked. And it's like they did do that. And then once it came time to really open up here, really address some issues between you guys, or have any sort of like addressing things that aren't just easy, like difficult emotions, deeper emotions, anything like that, it's almost like they just became, they won't hear it. Like there's this energy of this person being very not receptive to other people's, not receptive to helping other people, like not receptive to any difficult energy put towards them. And it's a very selfish energy, like I want to say, for this person. And they're accumulating negative karma. I can't say that enough. And I feel like your intentions were just like so pure that like you wouldn't even like expect that someone would be like this, you know? And so I feel like it's like a learning moment for you, because it's like you're learning like discernment with people. But I almost feel like you're someone who just sees the best in people. And like I feel like this is one of those moments where you had to kind of learn that like not everyone is going to be as like pure as you. What are pile twos? We have poised here in reverse. Yeah, again, there's just this energy coming through that it's like, as long as this connection looked good for them, and like you were able to kind of come off in this way where it was like no strings attached, like very much just like this fun energy. You know, appearances matters a lot to this person. And it's almost like as soon as this situation got like messy, or there was any like strings attached to it, they're like, what they care about is how they look. You know, like this person's very like egotistical, and it's almost like this person like really needs to drop that and be honest. It's like this person like is like very much someone who cares about external appearances and how things look, and you know that's a reason for them stepping towards you, and it's a reason for them not being willing to even give you the resolution that you deserve, or treating you in a superficial way. It's like this person's like superficial with their intentions, and you just may not have seen that. We also have bone collector here in reverse. Rock bottom. So with the bone collector there in reverse, it's almost like there's this feeling of like even resentment that they can have. It's almost like they feel like there's just this energy of them being very much like take, and like they almost are just not in touch with like the universe, and understanding that like this person doesn't give because they don't think that the universe returns the favor. There's this energy of them being very selfish and low-minded in the way that they go about connections, because it's almost like they view the universe in this way where it's like eat or be eaten. You know, it's like this person has this very like negative view of their values are questionable, is what I would say. I feel like their values are on superficial materialistic things, and they feel like in this world you need to just like take, you know, like you got to win. Like there's a narcissistic energy coming through for this person. Okay. What else for pile 2 regarding their feelings for pile 2. Pile 2's person. We have self-doubt. Yeah, and it's honestly like because this person is so insecure. Like this person literally like is so insecure underneath everything, and it's like they would just like do certain things for appearances, and it's like this person has such a low self-esteem that like that's what motivates all of these behaviors, you know? And it's like if this person's hurt you, just know it's because they're literally like very insecure person. Someone who does not have very much to give other people, you know, this person is very weak of character, honestly. Yeah. Okay, so let's go into what you need to know about this connection. I definitely think that's going to be helpful, especially for this reading. All right. What does pile 2 need to know about this connection? What is most important for them to know about this connection? What is the most healing thing they can hear about this connection? For pile 2, what does pile 2 need to hear? We have the 9 of Pentacles. We have death. We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Cups in reverse. One more. What advice? What do they need to know about this connection? 10 of Swords. Okay. Page of Wands still at the back of the deck. Okay. I feel like Spirit is really warning you to make sure that you are not over fantasizing this connection or having a hard time letting it go, because it's like you keep seeing the benefits of this person. It's almost like there's a strong need to understand that you are much better off with this connection with death and the 10 of Swords, which talks about endings. And I feel like Spirit is saying like focusing on your independence right now is really important. And it's very important to understand that this person does not have genuine intentions of building a connection with you. Like this person, Knight of Pentacles in reverse for me talks about someone who lacks the genuine intention of doing something in the 3D, you know, like actually taking actions for you, taking you on dates, having a relationship with you. And with this Page of Cups in reverse, it's almost like there's just this feeling of you not seeing maybe that this person didn't have the best intentions because of having such a good heart and assuming the best of people, okay? And so I feel like it's hard for you to wrap your mind around how someone could have intentions like that. But I feel like Spirit's really encouraging you to step away from this connection and let it be the end, and be careful when it comes to over fantasizing this person, okay? And I feel like you're still young. I feel like for you guys, like there's still so much opportunity and love out there that like they just want you to know like this is not gonna, you know, from death comes rebirth. And I just almost feel like you have something much better with this Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck too, looking in another direction. It's like, I feel like Spirit's saying like, this is just the first of many, you know what I mean? Like there's no need to get too stuck on this person, you know? All right, what other advice do we have for pile 2? We have co-create with Spirit here in reverse. What advice do you have for pile 2? This and that can be true. Okay. So I feel like with this and that can be true, I feel like you may sometimes fall into black and white thinking where it's like there's this energy of like needing to understand that someone can say that they're pretty, say that you're pretty, and say they want to be with you, but they also could be someone who doesn't follow through on their intentions. There's a need to kind of make sure that you're not using like cause and effect thinking where it's like, oh, because this person said this to me, it means that 100% of the time. It's like, no, this and that can be true. It can be true that two contradicting things exist at one time, And I feel like there's a need to not flip back and forth too much and to try to integrate your entire understanding of this person in your judgment of them, and not kind of give yourself rules like, well, this person reached out to me, so that must mean they have serious intentions towards me. It's like, no, this person could reach out to you because they want to talk to you and they do enjoy talking to you, but it could also be true that they don't want anything serious. You know, there's almost a need to understand that there could be multiple possibilities. Co-create with spirit, I feel like, is coming through, because I do feel like spirit is saying that they're really trying to help you in this relationship and push you in a direction of something new. I feel like you do have something really new coming in for you. And I feel like they're saying trust in the signs you're getting, trust that you are able to manifest a different person than this, and understand that spirit would not lead you down the road to a relationship that's dysfunctional, you know? Trust in the process, trust in releasing, and trust that you will not be disappointed if you kind of follow what you feel like you're being guided to do here. Okay, so that is what I have for you, pile 2. If this resonated, please do hit the like button. It does really support my channel, so I really appreciate that. If you do want to comment, I love to read your guys' comments after I do the readings. And if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. We'll be posting 2 to 3 pick card readings per week. So I'm hoping to see you at the next one, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Hello, pile 3. If you chose the blue calcite crystal, then this is your reading. So for this reading, I am going to go into both you and your person's feelings. I'm going to spend more time on your person's feelings because you already know yours, but it is helpful to get that energy check in to make sure that this is how you feel about your person, just to make sure I'm tapping into the right connection. And at the end, I will be getting advice about whatever you need to know about this connection that's the most helpful for you to understand, the most healing for you. So I'm actually, sorry, I'm not going to start off with this deck. I'm going to use the Radiant Wise Tarot deck to tap into your feelings first. I'm going to save that deck for your person's feelings. So tapping into pile 3 and how they're currently feeling towards their person. How will they know that this is their connection? How are they feeling? How's pile 3 feeling right now in this connection? All right. We have the moon coming out in the reverse position first. We have the 9 of Wands. The 4 of Swords. Okay, so this is someone that you've definitely been through a lot with. You're definitely coming through with a guarded energy and an energy that is looking for the truth of this and wanting to release pain, I feel like, that you felt in this connection. With the 4 of Swords here in reverse, I feel like this person has really tested you. And I feel like you're getting to this point where, like, you want to face the difficult parts of this and understand it and, yeah, come to a place of healing within this connection is what I'm getting. Because I do think it's been something that's tested you and triggered you. How else is pile 3 feeling? Okay, we have the Knight of Wands here. The 8 of Pentacles here in reverse. There's this feeling of you being willing to, like, go into the depths of, like, your fears to figure this situation out and figure this relationship out. But at the same time, there's this energy of feeling like, even regardless of what you do and how you keep kind of trying to work on this connection that we're talking about, it feels like it's getting draining, or you're not getting, like, to where you want to be. But I feel like you've been putting in a lot of effort. Yeah, then we have the 3 of Swords there. I feel like you've put in a lot of effort into understanding what happened in this connection, what is happening in this connection, understanding the shadows of this, you know, the harder parts of this connection. I feel like you're very motivated. I feel like the reason why the Knight of Wands is coming through is because there's this energy, like this go-getter energy right now, where it's like, bring it on. Like, I want to know, I'm ready to kind of face the pain of this, and I'm ready to release the fears that are holding me back from this connection. But this is someone who's definitely caused you significant heartbreak, okay? This could be an ex, someone you're trying to get over right now. For some of you guys, this could be someone who you've had a very long-term relationship with, and it's coming to an end and you're trying to work on it, but it also feels like it's coming to an end. But with the Six of Wands at the back of the deck, there is a feeling here of maybe not having had victory in the situation, or things not turning out in a way that was good. And we also have the Star underneath. Yeah, Ten of Swords. I do feel like for some of you guys, this is an ex, okay? Or like someone else that, or someone that you had a situationship with, but someone that's definitely you felt really strong emotions for, and someone that has hurt you and even triggered a lot of fears to come out, you know? This is an intense connection here, and you've been tested, and you're really working to find your healing and find your peace about this. And I feel like you just want to know, you just want more information. It's kind of how I feel for you guys, pile 3. It's like you will do whatever work it takes. You know what I mean? There's this very motivated energy here with this 8 of Wands. It's like you will not rest until I feel like you have resolution here. You know, it's like there's just this very motivated energy coming through to understand like what happened, or understand how you can move on from this, or how this could have happened. For it could be different for some of you guys, but very interested now to get into how your person is feeling. I hope that this can be helpful. I think it'll be especially helpful at the end when we go through what you need to know about it, or like what you're meant to learn, or like what you just need to know right now. All right, so tap me into pile 3's person's feelings for pile 3. How is pile 3's person currently feeling about pile 3? 2 of Pentacles. Page of Wands in reverse. The Queen of Cups. The High Priestess. Okay, so they may just be keeping to themselves right now. You guys may have not been communicating, but with this 2 of Pentacles here, there's a feeling of you kind of focusing on, or not you, sorry, your person, focusing on just trying to stay afloat or keep their life going. Like I feel like they're doing their work, they're going through their routine, just trying to stay afloat right now. Yeah. What are their feelings for with the 9 of Wands? You guys both got that, and the World in reverse. Wow. Okay, and 10 of Cups in reverse at the back of the deck. Okay, so I feel like with this Queen of Cups coming through, they still view you as someone that they view you in a very positive way as of right now. Like they view you as someone that they don't want to let go of, and they don't want the chapter to be over with you, okay? Like there's a feeling of them feeling so connected with you, and yeah, there's just this, I wonder if this person did something wrong, you know? Like for some of you guys, it could have been that, but there's just this feeling of them still having such strong feelings for you and seeing you in such like this, like seeing you as like an angel, or seeing you as someone that they don't want to lose. Like this person is really coming through is like this person doesn't want to give up on you. And we have 6 of Wands. They want victory in this connection. 10 of Cups in reverse tells me that they still think about what could have been between you guys. And I feel like it's like the High Priestess here is making me feel like it's like this person tries to like tune into your energy. It's like they haven't left you in a way. It's like they still feel very connected with you. Even if they're not talking to you, they still feel very connected with you. And they feel like, yes, they're going through their emotions day to day in their life, but they still think a lot about you. And yeah, they don't want to give up with this 9 of Wands here. Okay, I want to get some clarification. Why is the Page of Wands here in reverse? It could just be about not communicating. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. They may just feel like they've lost the opportunity with you, or they may feel like they're concerned potentially that there won't be another, because I'm almost getting with this 9 of Wands here, it's like to complete the cycle and to keep going, they would just need one more wand. And it's almost like there's this feeling of them feeling like it isn't coming, or they're afraid that they've lost the opportunity. They've dropped the ball, they've dropped the baton. You know, I'm getting like I'm getting an image of someone in like a track meet, or like dropping the baton. And it's almost like there's a feeling of them feeling like they dropped the ball or they've missed the opportunity. And that's why that's coming through. They feel like they've missed the opportunity. They feel like they've missed the beginning of something. They missed the start, you know, or they started too soon and it failed. It's like they feel like there's been weren't able to take advantage of a start that you guys could have had, or an opportunity to re-spark this connection or bring more happiness and light into it. But they're still not giving up even though that's happened. Why is the High Priestess here? 2 cups in reverse. They, again, although you guys are apart, they still feel connected to you, and they still feel this strong intuition that you guys are one and the same, or that there's just a strong spiritual connection here. They just feel very spiritually drawn to you and very connected with you. And again, it's like regardless of our standing, this is still here. This 2 cups. They're trying to say it's still here for them. Why is the 9 of Wands here? The 10 of Wands in reverse. Okay, what could have happened is maybe they missed an opportunity with you because they had too much on their plate, or they had too many responsibilities. But again, there's just this feeling of this 9 of Wands having the opportunity to catch this extra wand and pick up the weight in this connection. There's almost this feeling of them, instead of maybe doing what they needed to do at a certain moment, it feels like they missed an opportunity to communicate with you, to bring something new to this connection. It's almost like they missed that opportunity. And it's like because they were in this guarded energy, or they were in this energy of being afraid to take on more, almost, is how it feels. Interesting. Okay, why is the 2 of Pentacles here? We have the Empress here in reverse. They may have neglected you at one point, or they may have had a hard time balancing you into their life and making sure that they were meeting your needs, okay? It's almost like there's a feeling here that they're almost understanding now how, I feel like they're getting intuitive insights as to how you may have felt in the past, but it's almost like too late for them to have those insights. Like I feel like they're feeling like they're getting downloads about you and understandings of what happened in the past between you guys. But there's almost this feeling of like, you know, it's too late. There's some sort of mess up that happened here, or some sort of moment where I feel like they didn't ground something when they had the opportunity to. They let an opportunity slip between their fingers. And this could have been because they were focusing on too much in their life, where they weren't completely in tune with what you needed. And so they may have put you guys on a page where you guys weren't on the same page, because they couldn't handle the responsibilities or the extra time that a relationship takes, like be focused in it. But they still see you as this person that is so like magical, and someone they still have such strong emotions for, and someone they still have so much appreciation for. Okay, why is the World here in reverse? And there's just this feeling of them feeling like the connection didn't reach this moment that it should have. It didn't get to this culmination where you guys could like celebrate and be like, we made it. Like this relationship came to where it was supposed to be. They're really looking at this connection as something that didn't turn out how it was supposed to. And I feel like there was something that happened where that changed the course of the connection. And yeah, it's almost just like maybe they failed to do the things necessary to ground this relationship, to make sure you were getting everything you needed. It's almost just this energy of like, they may have unintentionally like neglected your needs in this connection. Why is the World here in reverse? The Emperor in reverse. Yeah, it's almost like this energy of like, they had a moment to step up to the plate and be strong in their masculine energy, but they were passive or something like that. There's almost this energy of them having been passive when they needed to take action, or they needed to be more active. And then with the High Priestess, that could have even been a reason for why this didn't work out. It's almost like they refused to step into their masculine energy and were working from a much more feminine energy, when maybe what they needed was to bring more grounding and more structure to this connection. And they missed that opportunity to do that, you know, or maybe you grew wary. You at first maybe had very much open mind about this person, and you were very much offering something, but I feel like at some point you started feeling like you weren't going to carry the burden of this connection anymore, you know? And I feel like that broke your heart, you know, but I feel like this person didn't end up coming through for you in the way that you needed it at the time. And I think that broke your heart in a way. Why is the Queen of Cups here? We have Temperance and the Ace of Wands. Yeah, again, it's coming through that it's like this person I feel like held back. And because they held back so much, or they were so afraid to like, I'm getting the song coming through, Say Something, I'm Giving Up on You. You know that song, Say Something, I'm Giving Up on You. Like this person needed to take some action. They needed to push themselves out of their comfort zone. They needed to address something in this connection. And there's just this feeling of them failing to do so. And this being the reason why there was a lack of this momentum and fire and passion in this connection. It's like there's this passive energy coming through for the way that they, you know, ended things. And it's like that ended up breaking their heart. It's almost like they didn't want to do anything too rash in this connection, but then that's exactly what they needed to do. It's almost like exactly what they needed to do is what they didn't do. And that is why the connection fell apart. And it's like they may have let the connection be in this zone where like, I just feel like more action was needed here is what I'm getting. More risk-taking and action. And it's almost like this person was trying to keep everything together, either for you or for themselves. And with this Temperance and the Two of Pentacles, it's like they were just trying to balance everything, but like it got to this point where like it just wasn't enough what they were doing somehow. Okay, what else for pile three? Pile three's person. We have the Fates. Again, it's coming through this person feels like you guys were fated to be together. And it's almost like they feel like they messed up their destiny. Like they feel like there's this energy of like you guys were fated to be together and to meet, and they almost feel like destiny hasn't been fulfilled with this world in reverse. Like they feel like there's just a need for a spark again, and they still have faith in this. They still feel like there's more to come in this connection. They feel like it's not over, you know? How's pile three's person feeling? We have Coming to Life. And again, that almost just came out in reverse too, though. And so it's like, there's this feeling, and Field of Dreams in reverse. It's almost like this person stayed in their head or kept their feelings to themselves for too long. And that ended up making you feel uncared for, or this needed more energy. This needed more spark. This needed more passion. And it's like this person held back is how it feels. And it's like with Coming to Life, it's like everything, the foundation was here for this connection. There's almost just this energy of it dying because there wasn't enough. Someone didn't realize what they needed to do when it was time, is how I feel. And it's like maybe now they're coming to this position where they're realizing that. Yeah. All right, let's get some more. Actually, I'm going to use this deck first. I just saw your light as well. They see you as in such a high regard. What are pile three's person's feelings? Body as a house. Yeah, they were very concerned with making sure that they were staying afloat. And it's almost like they were more concerned about 3D things. And it's like they failed to tend to the passionate and psychic and like spiritual aspect of this connection. It's almost like because they were in this like survival mode, or they were in this like energy just focusing on their well-being, like their work, just balancing their life, it's almost like they didn't take enough risk, you know? It's like this person needed to bring more spiritual realm in. Yeah, your light came out. This person was like exposed to the sun, and then we had the Messenger in the back of the deck, and it's like they didn't follow where they were being guided in this connection. There's this energy of them, because they didn't follow their intuition at the right time, because they were playing things too safe, because they were focusing more on like their root chakra and their lower chakras, it's like they missed this hearty connection and this spiritual connection that are the higher chakras. And it's like this person cannot deny that like you're such a light and like you have so much magic, you know, even just about you. And it's like this person, because they were more focused on their well-being and their security, it's almost like they missed this train, you know? It's like the train took off without them because you know, they didn't follow the light quick enough, you know, but they've always seen that in you, but there's almost just this energy of them realizing it too late, or realizing that they needed to step it up in time, you know, instead of just being mundane. I feel like this person like is more comfortable maybe with like mundane things and just kind of staying in routine and things like that. And it's almost like there was an opportunity for them to put more weight into this connection and put more effort in. And it's like they almost always felt like they'd have more time, or maybe they felt like they didn't understand the importance of it almost at the time, is like what I'm picking up on. How's Pal 3's person feeling? We have freedom. Interesting. Is this someone who wouldn't commit in time? There's almost an energy of this person needing to ground it, but maybe they subconsciously are afraid of commitment, and so maybe they kind of tell themselves that they have to focus on other things or other priorities, and so they didn't understand the opportunity they had. They may have chosen their freedom over this connection, even though there was so much love, but they are kind of realizing that by doing that, they're sabotaging their chances at happiness within love, you know? It's like this 10 of Cups, like everyone wants this 10 of Cups energy. We also have forgive. And I feel like they hope that you will forgive them for choosing their freedom or choosing something else over you. We also have move on at the back of the deck. And I feel like they do have a sense that you're moving on, but they hope that you will forgive them. And they hope that there is an opportunity for resolution as well. Okay. Yeah, very interesting energy here. Now we're going to look at what you need to know about this relationship. I feel like a lot has come through, but I just feel like let's do it anyways. Say Something I'm Giving Up on You is like a very good channel song here. The thing is, they did have the emotions for you. That I feel like that's what makes this like painful, is that there was such like a strong connection, but like a painful sort of like unfulfilling ending so far. All right, what does Pal 3 need to know about this connection? What's useful for them to understand about this connection? What information do you want me to relay about this connection? We have 8 of Pentacles. I'm hearing you do you, boo. The Knight of Swords. The 3 of Swords in reverse. The 6 of Wands. And the 8 of Swords here at the back of the deck. Okay, I feel like what Spirit is saying is, I feel like this person is going to take some sort of action towards you. I wouldn't be surprised if they come back trying to get another chance. I feel like Spirit is saying that you will get the recognition that you've wanted from this person, and you will feel this sense of redemption that I feel like does help with the heartbreak that you felt here with the 3 of Swords in reverse. I feel like Spirit is telling you that for right now, just keep focusing on yourself, keep focusing on your craft, focus on whatever you're working on. Don't let this distract you, but understand that I do feel like this person is going to be taking action towards you soon with a message. And I feel like with the 3 of Swords in reverse, I feel like whatever they have to tell you is going to be something that you've wanted to hear, and is going to be something that I feel like will free you from feeling stuck in this connection. Because there's energy maybe of you feeling like annoyed or feeling stuck or feeling tied to this connection. And it's almost like you want to break free in a way. And so I feel like Spirit's saying that that is coming in, and resolution to this pain is coming in soon. I do think this person's going to take action towards you, though. I feel like they're saying you don't need to know what to do right now. Like, they're also saying it's okay if you feel lost, and it's okay if you feel confused, because you actually just like don't have enough information to do anything right now. So don't like torture yourself. Things will come to light is kind of what I'm getting. And I feel like there's a need to understand that Another possible idea here is that I feel like Spirit's saying, like, just keep swimming, like, just keep moving, and don't stay stuck on this, because I feel like you are going to come into recognition. I feel like whatever you felt like you didn't get from this connection is either going to come in the form of like an apology from this person or an attempt to be back with you. Or I feel like as you move away from this, someone else is going to come in that gives you that feeling of victory, or that feeling of, you feel like you end up in the winning position in this. The ending is good. And I almost just feel like Spirit's saying, like, if you feel like you don't know what to do, just do something and just kind of focus on your own life. And I feel like, yeah. It says love is all around. Yeah, you may be feeling like you have tunnel vision about this person, or there may just be this sense of like, will I ever feel that way again about someone? And Spirit is saying, like, yes, you will. Like, you will feel that victory and love that you've been looking for. And like, if you're starting to feel like pessimistic about love, like, Spirit's saying, like, that's temporary. It says bring your ideas to life. Okay, maybe you have something that Spirit's just like kind of hijacking this to say, like, if you've been like waiting to take action on some sort of like new project or like career that you're really interested in, Spirit's saying to definitely do that, because I feel like that could be something that would be really healing for you. Is kind of using this as a way of kind of breaking out of things that don't serve you. I feel like you have some sort of project that Spirit feels like is a good idea to keep working on that. It's just a random message for some of you. It might not resonate. What else? Tend to the small things. Yeah, Spirit's definitely giving you the message to, for right now, keep focusing on you, your craft, your job, and keep moving. Just keep swimming. Just keep doing the small things, and you're going to kind of get to some sort of resolution with this Six of Wands, where you get this recognition that makes you feel a lot freer than you're currently feeling. I feel like there's this energy of being stuck. Yeah, you may have a new project that you're interested in, and like maybe you're just like thinking that it's like, would it be successful? I feel like Spirit's saying if you have an idea about something, I do feel like it would be successful. Yeah, I'm gonna get some additional love advice cards for this connection, because I feel like this is more just like personal life as well. But again, with that Knight of Swords and the Eight of Swords back of the deck, I do feel like Spirit is telling you to at least just take action. If you're feeling like this relationship is causing you to feel stuck, or like even depressed, or just feeling like kind of just stuck, like I feel like Spirit's saying just like keep taking action. Like I feel like that's something that's really going to help you with this relationship, like healing these wounds. But this person also could take action towards you while you're least expecting it. It's kind of what I'm getting there with like while you're working on your own thing. They may even like be drawn to you from something you work on. And that may be something that is like redeeming for you, for that to kind of get that like recognition from them for something that you do create. I feel like in the future, or some sort of job, or like something you do. It says a message for you. I'm thinking of you in this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. Again, I do think they may come in with like a genuine like offer, or like they may just want to like talk to you. I feel like this person hasn't like let go of you yet at all. But there's also need to not focus on it, because I almost just feel like there's nothing you can do about this connection right now that would be helpful. So just focus on your own life, and I feel like this person may come in. It says, criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and acceptance, accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. Okay, take that as you will. Let's get one more of these. I honestly just like shuffling these. It's kind of fun. Oh, it says romance. Cupid's arrow strikes, okay? So, like, I do feel like it could be this person, but it also could be someone else coming into your life to give you the recognition that you've been looking for. Or it could be renewal in this connection. You know, I feel like there is someone coming in for you, and it could be this person. Forgiveness. It says, stop focusing your energy on past events. Your life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. And again, maybe there's like a need to kind of consider forgiving this person. I feel like if you do manage to forgive this person and like let go of some resentment, I feel like there could be renewal in this connection. Yeah, because I do feel like that Knight of Swords, I was getting this message that they could be coming back in, but I also feel like there's a need to try to not focus on the negative aspects of this connection, and try to focus on releasing those sort of feelings, and you never know what could kind of happen, because this person still seems to have a lot of love for you. So If this resonated, hit the like button. It really supports my channel. If you want to comment, I love to read your guys' comments. And if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. I'll be posting 2 to 3 pick card readings per week, almost every week, when I can. I do at least 2 videos, I would say. And I'd love to see you at the next one. So have a great rest of your day.